everybody, welcome to AJS News. This video 1 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors. That's us, guys. We're going to be doing a subscriber drive. Check out our Patreon, which really helps the show out. Please consider signing up to the Patreon. It forms the backbone of the mobile infantry. Whenever we get demonetized, which happens often, especially when we do angry reviews. So if you haven't joined the Patreon, consider joining now. Or if you had and you let it relapse, join again. We have some awesome stuff coming this year. Thank you so much for considering us on our Patreon drive. And more on that in a bit. And thank you so much. And Alex, what the hell has been happening in AJS news? I'm just putting together all of the lists. There's still 1 or 2 more games I kind of want to play a little bit just to see if it can make a list. But I've got the majority of them filled out. So stay tuned for the top 10 lists, which should be rolling out this week and ongoing throughout January. All right, Alex, is there any gaming news?
It was real light, but there is some stuff, some important stuff. So we're going to start with Good Old Games. Well, it's not Good Old Games anymore. It's GOG.
I love it.
They changed the name. It's like, it's not Good Old Games. It's like, no, it's Good Old Games.
It's Good Old Games.
It's Good Old Games. But it got sold. And then that's what the headline I read, and I was like, oh, no.
Oh, crap.
They're DRM free. It got sold to one of the original owners and designers and people behind it. So it's still owned by the same people. It's just now
Nothing
separate.
really going to change.
I don't know. It's nothing. I don't think anything important is going to change. So CD Projekt Red no longer owns it, and now it's Michael Kaczynski is now the sole owner of Good Old Games. And so if you don't know, they're like a platform kind of like Steam, but DRM free. It's a free platform. There's all sorts of great stuff on there.
There is.
So remember, as much as we use Steam absolutely every day, sometimes they do stuff that's just, it ain't cool, and so sometimes it's nice to support some of these other platforms. So,
yeah, the GOG is I love it, and I use it, and I recommend you guys use it. DRM free. Just recently was playing Warhammer Dark Omen.
Yeah, I saw that.
27 years ago, and then we switched over to XCOM Terror of the Deep, the original. You can play on there. So there's a lot of really good stuff. I want to do the Horned Rat because I think that's a better version of the Dark Omen. But there's just tons of stuff. And then there's the community dream list of games that they wish that were on the service because GOG goes around preserving games. Yeah. If I can make some suggestions, I'd like Star Trek Birth of the Federation, which was a 4X game a long time ago. I think there's community versions of it that people have done, but I would like the original. And then Mech Commander 1 and 2 is always consistently one of the top most wish-listed games on their wish list games. But I think the licensing is a nightmare surrounding FASA and some of those older games. But yeah, you can vote on a wish list of bringing your favorite games to the service with their dream list. And it's fun to go through the dream list and see which games have the most votes and stuff. Like Freelancer has quite a lot of votes, so hopefully that's something that they can fulfill. But they did fulfill Warhammer Dark Omen just recently, so it's like that was high in the number of votes, and then it actually got preserved and stuff. So I hope they continue that as they go along. Okay, cool.
And DRM free is important because remember, it's nice when you buy something and it's yours forever and not like a temporary lease that can just get yoinked out. Yeah. So that's always wonderful. All right. Well, 2026 is here, and we've been talking about prices going up. And so one of the first things in the gaming industry is the Xbox Ally X. Apparently could be getting more expensive. It's already really expensive.
It is.
It's $1,000. And so Xbox warned partners of strategic price adjustments for certain products starting this week. So we'll have to see what goes up. But gaming is getting really expensive. I mean, everything's expensive now, but gaming is getting really expensive. So it's great. Everyone loves this AI arms race. It's super fun.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Don't believe you.
Having a great time with it. I have a friend who will remain nameless, who works for a very major computer company that you used to work for here in town. And the horror stories about them signing people up for like these AI services, and these companies are really excited they're going to save some money, and then it doesn't do any of the things that they want it to do, and then they have this really long contract they can't get out of, and it's like, oh, it's really common, and it doesn't do any of the things. I mean, it's really good if you want a picture of Michael Jackson as Wolverine. We'll put it right up here. Great.
Those are great.
That's great. But maybe firing your entire customer service staff and hoping that an AI chatbot can take over, it ain't in the future. But the good news is at least our gaming PCs are super expensive now.
Luckily,
Awesome.
I got mine done before.
Awesome.
Yeah, OJ finished his PC.
It works.
Well, he broke it.
It wasn't broken.
It was broken for a week.
The RAM was not compatible. As soon as I switched it out, powered right up.
Yeah.
Powered right up.
I'm having PC troubles too. We're gonna start looking for a new PC partner here that can help us because this is
We're gonna have to go to
it's bad times, right? Bad times in the PC market because everybody's doing the goddamn AI
not
slop.
just the PC.
AI
fucking,
slop.
the handheld.
Everything's going up,
Ally.
yeah.
RAM, yeah.
So
Steam Machine.
I heard people, they were canceling orders of RAM, so you'd order the RAM and then they just cancel it on you because they're dicks.
Yeah, and they're like,
And
we
they
want
put it at
more
that
money.
price.
It's like, didn't you accept my
what?
money and send me a receipt? They're like, well,
Well, that's what happened
That's
with me.
kinda
I had it in my
that's-
cart.
you hadn't paid for it yet.
I didn't
That's
pay for
screwed
it,
up.
but I had it in my cart, and then I checked an hour later. They took it out and then raised the price. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, great.
Your
Fucking-
indecision cost you money. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so we had tons of images of people like Corsair orders and just not getting fulfilled. So
Going back to the GOG, the top most voted to preserve black and white, the original black and white. I don't think it's on the service yet. Then the second most is Freelancer, and then one of my personal picks that I'm surprised and I forgot about was Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings Middle Earth. No, it's called Battle for Middle Earth. That's what it was. Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle Earth. And that would be pretty sweet, too. That was strategy, real-time strategy. I remember that crap. That one has 74,000 upvotes. By the way, the highest was 120,000 upvotes for black and white.
I still want to play that horror game with the photographs. Which one's that one?
That's Fatal Frame.
Fatal
There's
Frame.
a new Fatal Frame coming this year.
I don't think
So
it's
we'll
gonna
have
be,
an
I want to play
opportunity.
the old school.
It's a remake of one of the old school ones, I think. So
That's
you'll
one
have that
being-
opportunity to
Hopefully,
play that.
yeah, man,
that'd be good.
We had some great horror games back in the day when horror games were allowed to be horror games and not they didn't have
first
to
one.
be action games.
Get shit up.
And then there's Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle Earth 2 is also on here for 48,000. Reason why I bring this up is because there's been rumors that there's a new Lord of the Rings coming.
Rings of Power.
The company that bought it up, which gave us Golem. Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith
I hope
that
it's
whatever
Game Mills.
comes next.
Game Mills.
Yeah.
The way we could start
Game
off.
Mill.
Start off putting
With
the
an
list.
angry review.
If it's there you go.
Top worst list already.
Any Game Mills will make a list.
Yeah.
The worst list.
Right.
It's not gonna be disappointing because you already know it's gonna be disappointing.
Yeah, but there's rumors that there's a new Lord of the Rings MMO. And
If it's
I
a
would be very
good game, could it be disappointing because you wanted it to be bad, but it turned out
Yeah.
to be good, so
But you
you're
already
disappointed in
know-
the
Yes.
result?
You
Because
can
if
have
it's-
good games that are
Game Mills?
disappointing. Because on my list, on my most disappointing games of whatever year, there are some good games on there.
Well, I was
and
talking
it's just
about-
your expectations were higher than what they actually delivered.
Yeah. All right. So, ex-Elder Scrolls Online boss breaks silence on game cancellation that drove him from Microsoft. We talked about in 2025, Microsoft went on a tear, fired a ton of different people. They said they weren't going to. Remember when they bought
Yeah.
and they wanted approval for their $68 billion purchase? They're like, we're not going to fire people. And then they did because
Believe us.
it didn't matter.
Because they're liars, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
Yeah, so Matt Fuhrer founded ZeniMax, and he brought this whole thing out. And so Project Blackbird, so it was a looter shooter that Xbox top brass reportedly loved, and he was in charge of this whole thing. And then once it canceled, it's like, it's just too much. Like we're canceling everything that's not immediately. It hadn't even come out yet. So what he said was, Project Blackboard was the game that I had waited my entire career to create, and having it canceled led to my resignation. My heart and thoughts are always with the impacted team members, many of whom worked 20 plus years with, and all of whom were the most dedicated, amazing, talented group of developers in the industry. We've gotten a lot of messages like this after Microsoft acquired Activision, Blizzard, and all of their other ones, or after Microsoft bought Bethesda, ZeniMax, and we're seeing a lot of game companies get sold last year, and we still have to get some approval for the EA total sale, but it's almost assuredly going through. And this year, there are rumors that even more companies are going to get bought. So it always sucks to see people like this, people who are creating the thing that with what we're here for. We all love these things. So I imagine that we're on AJS News this next coming year. We're going to be talking about more. And it's going to be
more
layoffs.
More layoffs and more big companies that are not necessarily into gaming trying to get into gaming, because it is the number one form of art entertainment in the world.
Yeah, it makes a lot of money. Makes more money than the movie industry. So, yeah, I
well, even Amazon had to slow it down. It's like, hey, it's not as easy as we thought.
Yeah, you have to make good games? Yeah. Shit. I wish we had that Embracer CEO that's like, all we have to do is make good games instead of bad games. Did you know that?
It's that simple.
If you knew that, you can be a CEO.
You, too.
Yeah.
Can be a CEO.
Yeah, I think ChatGPT.
You have to come from a certain class. You have to have a lot of money. You have to have
connections.
I'm low.
Connections.
Yeah. We could just replace the CEOs with ChatGPT and be like, hey, ChatGPT, should you make good games or bad games? It's like, good games. It's like, shit. Save so much money.
You would.
No, yeah.
You fucking would.
All right. Konami, Konami's been...
Remake.
Yeah. Well...
No.
Yeah. So, Silent Hill is something that they've had for a long time, and we've wanted to see more from it, and so they put out Silent Hill F. People, for the most part, really enjoyed it. But Silent Hill producer Motoi Okamoto talked about the franchise currency and claimed that after realizing 2 critically acclaimed best-selling Silent Hill games in the last 2 years, the franchise is back on track. And now it sounds like we'll be returning to Silent Hill as something that they're going to start putting new games out for. So he said about once a year, which I think is too often. But Konami does follow the money, so...
that would be dumb.
Yeah. Once every couple of years sounds good.
Yeah.
But churning them out once a year is bad. But people want more Silent Hill. It's a really cool franchise. It's that horror.
There's a Silent Hill movie we're going to be reviewing in January, which looks fucking awful. It looks like it stays a little more faithful to the video games than the last 2 movies, and I can't believe I watched the last 2 movies recently. The first Silent Hill movie is actually not bad.
It's not.
Yeah, I actually like it.
Yeah.
But the second one, whoa.
Was it? There was 3, right?
We're seeing
I think there's
that
3.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe I watched the third one, which is real bad. It's fucking bad. Yeah, we're seeing it.
Oh,
for sure.
No, I saw the trailer. It looks terrible.
I can't even
It looks just generic as fuck.
I'm going to look at
you
it
put
again.
the trailer up here.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be sometime. I'll give you the date on when we're seeing it. But
Yeah, but this news story had me super excited because more Silent Hill. That sounds great. And then they're like aiming for a release pace of 1 title per year. It's like,
bro,
like,
what are you doing? You're not Call of Duty. Stop it.
It's gonna be Silent Hill, Call of Duty. Action.
So it's gonna be Silent Hill Infinite Warfare, Silent Hill Black Ops 7, Silent Hill.
Not so sad.
Vanguard.
Yeah, that was a good.
That
was a good one.
I'm linking the subtitles there. Return to Silent Hill, January 23rd. So, folks, we are 2 weeks away from the greatest movie experience.
Return. So, wait, is this just like a reboot? So it's starting fresh from this one?
This looks like it's Silent Hill 2.
Looks like it's restarting.
It's not related to any of the other
It's
ones.
not
Silent Hill
related
2.
to the movie. Okay.
Not
related to any of the other movies.
It's got the guy in it.
Well, because it says return. I was like, okay, wait. But I didn't go there first time.
Yeah.
Well, I did, but like that was different.
Yeah, you got lost and you didn't play all that much. Yeah. All right. In one of the biggest stories, actually, it's funny. It's actually one of the biggest stories ever in gaming. Anthem is a game that came out and pretty much killed BioWare. Like, it just ended them. They were one of the biggest RPG companies. They could do no wrong, and then they put out this giant pile of shit that absolutely everybody hated. But this is the last week of life for Anthem. The servers will close down in 1 week from today. So if you still
So
have...
we're calling it now?
Yeah.
What? Is that shit already gone?
I thought it was already dead, though.
Nope, this is the
Who's
last...
been playing it? Or what?
There's got to be one guy.
Would you
You've
be
been playing
it?
Anthem.
Why?
Leave a comment down in the comment section below.
The best thing about that was like flying around. Sure, it was fine and dandy, but after that, what?
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't good. But yeah, January 12th will be the servers will finally get shut down. So I expect a massive surge in players. We'll go from like 2 to like 5.
5?
Yeah, 2 to 5. At least more than double, Joe. That's a lot. So
even the devs, when they were trying to stream it, did not look good.
no. I remember when we played it.
I was like, no, that's not cool.
And then the players started talking, like the NPC started talking, like, what is this? Why are the enemies so spongy? Oh, it was so bad. But yeah, it's an end of an era. It's a game that probably killed BioWare as we know it. Oh man, EA.
There's a big time lack of direction. Like the devs are like, that looks cool.
Who's making that game? I'm making that game?
You want us to do what?
Making that game.
No direction at all. They didn't know what the fuck they wanted, and that's what you get.
So you have 1 week.
Something like
I
that.
still have I have a disc, so we can fire it up, Joe.
I think I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. I don't want to play it.
It could be. What if they fix it?
Fix it. Not gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Nobody's working on that right now.
No one's worked on that game in years, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's gone, so. All right. That was the sad news, the last sad story I have for you for this video, but I've got more for the next one. What do you got for this one?
Okay, I got some bits and pieces here and there to fill this out. We have... first things first is not only does Todd Howard not hate Obsidian,
Just gotta say that.
but it was his only choice to take up the Fallout reigns in the wake of Fallout 3. So many YouTube videos have been made over the time of retrospectives of the Fallout series and Bethesda, and then taking over, and which Fallout games are garbage and which Fallout games are good, and this and that. And a storyline has kind of come through here that, Bethesda hates Obsidian, and they wish they never gave them their license, and they would never do it again, etc., etc. Even though that game was successful, selling over 11 million copies, Fallout New Vegas by 2015. But the fact that, they made it and we didn't make it makes them resentful. It's like, oh man, now we got to kind of share our legacy with these people. But according to Todd Howard, that's not really the case. He says, not only let's get his exact quote here. He said, one more bit of evidence for the Todd Howard doesn't hate Obsidian. In a chat with Game Informer, Howard said that when it came to the non-Bethesda studio making a Fallout game, it was Obsidian or nothing. Quote unquote, they were the only choice, said Howard. They had done something similar with Knights of the Old Republic 2, and we knew them really well. In 2004, Obsidian put out, of course, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, which was a follow-up to KOTOR 1 that I actually liked a lot, and Obsidian did a good job. So they noticed that, and they said, they could do our game. So they said, we knew we were going on to Skyrim, and that franchise was back, but we knew that there was going to be a long break until Fallout 4. So how could we keep this going, he said. You give it to Obsidian. And because that studio had Fallout DNA, in the words of Fallout in Vegas' new lead creative designer John Gonzalez, there were people who had worked on the original title and then also the second game who were able to create a very Obsidian-focused experience that was all about allowing the player to have tremendous amounts of narrative impact and narrative control, and that's why a lot of people think that Fallout New Vegas was the better of the Fallouts, even better than 3 and 4. And again, it went on. So Howard says not only does they don't resent Obsidian, but they're thankful for that. So I don't know if I believe it, but like Joe said, that's what he gotta say. Yeah, especially as you get older in your years, he might have felt bitter and younger when he was younger and said, "God damn it, we should have done that or something."
Yeah,
but we'll never really know.
He also, Bethesda famously denied paying them the bonus that everyone thought that they deserved because the Fallout New Vegas only got an 84 instead of 85. So it's like
that's the big one right there. I had forgotten about that one.
If they had been like
that's a pull-ass dick move.
Yeah, so it's like, I jokingly called him known liar Todd Howard. So it's like he can say all of these nice things, but when it came down to it, like they did screw these dudes over, that whole Obsidian team. And I don't know. I don't believe any of this shit.
And if that's in fact confirmed, I mean, I don't know if that's still hearsay or if that was confirmed by Todd or the people involved that says, yeah, we didn't get our bonuses.
Oh, it's confirmed.
Okay.
100%. I Googled to make sure.
Yeah,
it's like
that's pretty.
They didn't get paid.
But yeah, so and then people say, oh well, they hate him because they didn't bring back Obsidian to do Fallout for another Fallout. When they got busy, but at that point, Obsidian got busy themselves. They had moved on to their own stuff.
Yeah, and then they started working on one of the greatest games that we ever played, Avowed.
That was hard to get through. Never even finished.
The only reason why is my magic powers. That's it.
Yeah, I almost always finish.
I was fucking...
And it's like that game. I finished it, and I didn't want to. It was like it was.
Did you get the good ending?
I didn't get your shit ass ending.
It was.
I don't think any of the endings were good endings.
But it was bad.
But you got a black screen that's like you sucked at this.
Chopped off my head.
You suck at this game. Game over.
In Avowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was evil.
Definitely going on the list.
I was
evil. That's one of the games I'm playing more on my own to really get the flavor of it.
Good luck, man. You're going to need some G Fuel or something to stay awake.
Yeah. But then by then, when there was another opportunity, Bethesda had fallen to the dark side. Not only did they fuck them over like that, but they were more concerned with live service. They wanted more live service games.
Yeah, this was like...
So that's why they
he
probably
says he doesn't
76.
hate them, sure, but there's also some disgruntled because they could have brought him back for something to help out, but they didn't do it.
I mean, Todd Howard is an absolute confirmed control freak, and everyone who works at Bethesda when they're talking about Starfield, where they're like,
it's kind of the reason why Starfield's kind of boring. Like no alien races, no creative bullshit. It's like, I want this particular design.
He wanted absolutely everything, and no one could bring anything new. So it's like, I don't know. I'm sure he doesn't hate them, but I'm sure he also would have preferred to have control over absolutely everything because it's kind of guy that Todd is. So
yeah, for sure. And then I think this is funny. I guess I'll cover it, but over the holiday break, the No Rest for the Wicked lead.
Two fucking children imbeciles.
The No Rest for the Wicked lead CEO spends his New Year's Eve picking a fight with former Blizzard president Mike Ybarra over Diablo 4. Who points out to the former, hey, man, you need to chill.
You need to chill.
You need to fucking chill.
Yeah.
So they're talking to each other, I guess.
So the No Rest for a Wicked guy first put out a statement to pick a fight. And he's like, hey, yes, in Path of Exile and Diablo 4, you can pay a bunch of money to look cool, but our game's better. And then Mike Ibarra, who...
Try No Rest for the Wicked, he says.
Yeah.
That's important. Go ahead.
And so, but Mike Ibarra, who is... exactly cut of the same cloth because he's also a fucking idiot because he came out for Marvel Rivals. It's like, well, they copied our game. It's like, who did you copy, Mike? Because this looks a lot like Team Fortress 2, you piece of shit. But anyway, we'll get that's another news story that we did. Is like
Overwatch.
He's like, hey, bro, chill out. Like, maybe don't attack.
Ybarra said, proceeded to that saying, putting down other games for your own game's sake doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Let your game stand on its own 2 feet. Following it up with a reasonable, I haven't played in a while, excited to fire it up and check out the progress.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it didn't end there. What follows is a slap fight between the head of a company bought for $68 billion. That's Ybarra, and then the CEO of a studio that might have idle hands here. So on New Year's Eve day, Mahler, which is the CEO of the project lead and developer for No Rest for the Wicked, said Diablo used to mean something.
True.
Diablo 2 was an utter masterpiece and showed the whole world what Western developers could do. True. Mm-hmm. You okayed turning Diablo into an MTX slot machine where people can buy horse armor for $65. Ouch. That's also true.
Yep.
So that's a little spike there. So should we gamers thank you for that, or is it a little honest critique? Is a little honest critique deserved here? It's time that executives stop patting themselves on the back after ruining beloved franchises and accept some personal responsibility, he said. Now, he ain't wrong.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. But, of course, this is not rubbing Ybarra very well, so he has to come back. And he said, well, you could critique other games all you want, but running around putting down Diablo and Path of Exile, begging people to play your game is stupid. And that's my point.
And you're stupid,
You
too.
know it's stupid as well.
Yo, my dad could beat up your dad.
And you know it's stupid as well. I get that you're desperate at this point, but I'd focus on your game and not D4 and Path. Ooh! All right, bust out the fucking tweezers and the magnifying glasses for these two micro dicks. But
Put him in a boxing match. Go ahead.
It does.
Everyone's
We should do a boxing match. Now, it kept going, and it gets a little bit more spicy here. Ybarra, his ending bit is this. He says, "I'm not here to point fingers, cry, and whine. I don't have to work anymore." Threw that in his face where he with billions of dollars. You do. I don't have to work anymore. You do. Just like Xbox's experience in working with you on Ori. All of your future partners read this and understand what they're getting involved with. You need to chill and focus on your team and your game.
That's also true.
He might have won that exchange, but I think Mahler's right in the fact that this motherfucker did ruin Diablo. He does have a bunch of microtransactions in there. He was selling shit for 65, but I guess he didn't bring his A game here. And so you got CEOs fighting other CEOs.
Yeah. I mean, Twitter was a mistake anyway, but it's like you're getting into a fight on the internet and you're both covered in shit. Like Mike is a piece of shit, and people are being reminded that he was a piece of shit. This new guy, who I didn't know was a piece of shit, now we know is a piece of shit.
Yeah, Ybarra is always a piece of shit because literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Turned a beloved franchise into a fucking predatory, greed-filled, I don't know what it is now.
Don't you have phones?
Yeah.
Well, so now I know that I'll just play Path of Exile instead.
But it's hard to get under somebody's skin like Ybarra, who's completely sold out. He's like, hey, thanks for ruining the franchise. And Ybarra's like, I never have to work again a day in my life. You do. Like, that is some gross, like, fucking Clash Warfare CEO bullshit. I'm on my fucking yacht. Bye.
His yacht has a yacht.
It's hard.
Stupid.
It's hard to get under those guys' skin. So trying to start a fight with them in public probably not going to work out too well. You might be right, but, yeah.
Yeah.
So that sucks. That was hilarious. I got one more, but we're gonna save it for a video 2 on the AJS news. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the new numbered AJS. This is week 2 of 2026 technically, so you could follow along video A and video B.
Yes.
Let us know if you like that in the comments down below.
People
it
messaged me and told me they liked it.
Yes.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
it does take up letters, and I'm like, fuck, I got to get even more creative on what news stories I'm typing in the title. But it's easier to follow along. So check out our episode 2, and thanks to our sponsors.
Yeah, watches us. So consider subscribing. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. There's YouTube Join if you feel so inclined. Patreon is also cool.
Lots of different ways to support us, for
If
sure.
you do join us on Patreon, know that OJ is the one who handles all that. You get to torment him, and he has to. He has to respond to everything that you send him.
Facts.
So-
Yes,
Yeah, you can talk to
that's
OJ.
me sending you those pics.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, the feet stuff, that's all him.
There you go. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.